Here we go. Hello peaches, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are talking about the 5 healthy habits that have completely and utterly changed my life. So whilst you're here, don't forget to like and subscribe and we will get into the video. And before that, I just want to say that these aren't the usual 5 healthy habits that most people will give, like drink lemon water or have a detox tea or cut out the food you love or all of those types of habits. They are actually habits not just food wise, not just exercise wise, but they're also like mindset as well. So yeah, you better stay until tip number 5. Now, the first healthy habit that changed my life was waking up earlier and being an early riser. So flip back to 5 or 6 years ago, I used to go to bed at 1 a.m. and then I used to wake up at like 9, 10 or 11. And I completely changed that because it just didn't help me in any shape or form. And I started to become an early riser. But when I did become an early riser, I didn't just flip from going from like waking up at 9 a.m. to then going straight to like 6 a.m. I like eased myself into it. So I started making my bedtime a little bit earlier and then I started waking up a little bit earlier. But the reason as to why this changed my life is then because it allowed me to actually have a proper morning routine from as soon as I wake up to getting my workout done to then once I get back, shower, and then I can start my work, and then I feel like I'm ready to start my day. I feel more energized, I feel like I can get way more done, and it just makes me a far more productive human, where I know sometimes for some people that isn't possible because of work and jobs, etc. But if you can become that early riser, if that is possible for you, it will absolutely change your life. And that also adds on to the bit of like when you exercise in the day. If you can be an early riser and you can get your exercise done in the morning, I beg you to try it or ease yourself into it. The reason as to why I say that is because when you get your workout done in the morning, it makes such a difference to your day. If you know that you're leaving your workout to the end of the day after you finish work, you will put it off. You will make every excuse under the sun not to go, and it will become more and more difficult to go do the workout. Whereas if you wake up, you get your workout done early on in the morning, you've done it, you feel great, you feel energized, your endorphins are flowing, and then your day just feels 10 times easier because you're not thinking about that little thing in the back of your mind where it's saying, don't forget your workout, don't forget your workout. You've already done it and you've already seized the day. And if it isn't even a workout, it could just be a 20-minute morning walk around your block or going to walk the dog. Just doing that in the morning will set you up because you've already done something for yourself and prioritizing yourself to get it done in the morning. And if you have children as well, maybe just getting up that 15 minutes earlier before they get up to do something, a little home workout in the kitchen or in your garage or in your lounge. Just doing something for yourself in the morning to start your day as you mean to go on can change your life. So that is the first healthy habit that changed my life, and it will change yours too. And this leads on nicely to number 2, is having a goal that is more than just how you look. Now, when I first got into health and fitness, it was all because I wanted to get more toned, I wanted to lose a bit of body fat, it was all about how I looked in shorts, in summer clothes, in bikinis, etc. But when you shift that, and obviously I'm not saying there's anything wrong with having a goal that's about how you look, but having other goals within how you look as well can make your life 10 times easier. So what I'm going to use as an example, you have your fat loss or toning up goal, but having a performance goal of I want to be able to do an unassisted pull-up, I want to be able to run a 5k, or I want to be able to back squat 20 kilos or 30 kilos in the gym, or I want to be able to move to go into the gym. Having that aside your fat loss and toning up goal will make everything far more enjoyable. And that's what changed the game for me, making my life feel 10 times more enjoyable, and getting to the goal didn't feel as far off because I had other little mini habits and little goals that I was building towards as I was going to that long-term goal. That is healthy habit number 2. Number 3 is healthy habit is the 80-20 balance when it comes to food and nutrition. Now, I'm not a fat loss coach that's like, you must just eat rice, veggies and chicken for the rest of your life and you have to cut out everything you love. That is so far from what I teach as a coach and what I educate my clients on around as a coach, because the reason why is I was in a place when I first started my health and fitness journey where I cut out meals, I cut out my favorite foods, I restricted my calories, I was over exercising, and my diet was just so strict and so rigid, and it made me end up just binging and overeating on foods and craving sugar and craving carbs, etc., because I cut them all out. So when I started to add in this 80-20 balance into my lifestyle, it made me realize that I then didn't crave these sugary foods and carbs all the time because I was allowing myself to have them in moderation. Now, if you are new here, the 80-20 balance is 80% of your diet is filled with nutritious whole foods that make you feel great, and then 20% I call them soul foods. And what this means is allowing yourself to have maybe your favorite chocolate bar, or if you know by now, I love an almond croissant, and it's allowing yourself to have 80% of those nutritious foods and 20% of the less nutritious foods, because they're not good and bad. They are just, food is food, but everything in moderation. You probably shouldn't eat like 50 bananas in a day, just as you shouldn't eat 50 chocolate bars in a day. It's about balance. So that is my 3rd healthy habit that completely changed my life. And here we go into number 4. This one, I remember back in the day, my mum used to be like, why don't you like write notes or like plan out your day or write a to-do list? And I was like, Mum, no, I don't need to-do lists. I don't need to plan out a day. Like, I just see how it goes. And seeing how something goes just doesn't work in my eyes anymore. And when I started to plan out my day, plan out my week, write myself like mini to-do lists, and actually got what was going on in my head onto a piece of paper, and I could tick it off or highlight it off, it made my life 10 times easier. And that is within fat loss, that is within health and fitness, that is with my business, my career, my day-to-day life, everything. Just writing it out on a piece of paper and ticking it off and planning out my week, what roughly I'm going to have for food, when I'm roughly going to get my workouts in, what my to-do list looks like for the next day, will make my life 10 times easier, because I know what's happening in my week. I know where I'm going. I know what I'm doing. I know roughly what I'm having for food, that I then don't have to second guess it or think or stress about it because it's planned out. But with that being said, it doesn't mean that has to be 100% perfect. And if something goes wrong that's on that planner, it doesn't matter. But at least I've got a rough guide and a rough plan of what's going to happen in my week. And if something comes that isn't meant to happen, that's okay, because I've already got a rough plan in there, and I can swerve, I can have a little bump in the road and just accept that that's happening. That is my healthy habit number 4, is plan out your week or plan out your day or write yourself a to-do list, because it will make fat loss, fitness and day-to-day life of career and business, etc., so much easier. And lastly, this is a bit of a different one, but walking and steps changed my life, which is crazy to say. And I'm not saying you need to hit 10,000 steps per day, but I remember, and it wasn't until before around lockdown when this happened of COVID back 5 years ago, crazy. But I never used to go for walks or get steps in because I did have an active job and I was like dancing and stuff. But even now to this day, I'm quite an active person within the workouts that I do, but I still always prioritize going for a walk and getting some fresh air and getting some steps in every single day, and even on a rest day. It won't have to be many, but just getting out and getting some fresh air can make the world of difference to your lifestyle, because one, it just clears your head. Getting fresh air boosts those endorphins by walking, and you just feel 10 times better from doing it. And as I said, it's not about going for an hour's walk. Even just 10 minutes can make a world of difference to your day and to your life. That is my last, 5th healthy habit that I would highly recommend you doing. But yeah, I hope you found this video useful. These are definitely 5 healthy habits that have completely and utterly changed my life, not just physically, but mentally. And if you have come this far in the video, please comment the word habit below so I know you've got to the end of the video. And whilst you're here, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps me and shows me what you like to see on my channel. But I hope you have the most gorgeous day, and I will speak to you soon.